Everybody, you know how much I like weird news, and this caught my eye. This Georgia woman was just charged with faking a pregnancy to get paid time off. So let me just give you a quick little rundown of the story. Robin Folsom's colleagues became suspicious when they noticed her bump was askew, and she sent them inconsistent photos of her fake children. Guys, turns out that not only was she sending pictures of fake children, but she was using different children. So she didn't just stick with the same picture. They had different skin tone. It's like, you know, you were like, look at this baby, and you sent a picture of me, and they were like, he's getting so big, and then you sent a picture of Idris Elba, and you're like, that doesn't, it doesn't track. One of her colleagues noticed that something wasn't quite right about it. In March 2021, a coworker observed the lower portion of Folsom's stomach come away from her body and believed that Folsom wore a fake pregnant. Guys, to take several months off for fake child and then to have to keep up, like you are going to have to take time off for fake baseball games, for fake proms. Like you got to ride. How long do you ride this shit out? Does she change? Like, does she have to gradually get bigger? But at work, they said at one point in time, she bent over and the stomach separated from her body. And they were suspicious. Suspicious? Yeah, that's suspicious. I will say the creepiest thing about I would think about being a pregnant woman, although I've never been one, is how many people say, or just out of nowhere, touch your stomach. Yeah, nobody just, woo, ever. And like, how do you decide what month to start putting a little extra something in there? And what do you do about the size of your titties? Because boobs get bigger when they're pregnant. Everything. Stomach, not for everybody, but you get a little bigger. You gain a little bit of weight in the other spots. Folsom appeared to be primarily motivated by paid time off. No shit. That is what, look at her. She's fucked. That is a 3-month of no work, all pay smile right there. Thank you for work, for paying for my teeth. Look at her. Hell yeah. After she gave birth on May 2021, a man named Brian, I can't read that, emailed leaders at her agency claiming to be the father of Folsom's newborn baby. He said that Folsom's doctor had mandated several weeks of rest following the delivery. Genius. Because again, as a boss, especially in this day and age, you're not allowed to question people anymore. You can't ask them shit. It's one of those things where like, you can't, even if you suspect it, you can't say it. You can't say it. Although I will say I mistakenly congratulated somebody for being pregnant this weekend in the meet and greet, and she wasn't. So if I was like, listen, I have a baby coming out of my butthole next week, you're not allowed to say, are you sure? Because I'd be like, are you saying? Yeah, dude, butthole baby. I'm going butthole baby next time I need to cancel a gig. I'm sorry, everybody. I had a butthole baby this weekend. As a result, Folsom's superiors gave her 7 weeks. This woman is she should be running for office. Are you kidding? 7 weeks of paid leave that it otherwise would not have approved. No shit. So basically, she emailed as Brian, and that's the only reason she's getting in trouble. You hear that? Because she emailed as somebody else, she's been charged with identity fraud. Not that she invented 2 humans, which seems like kind of identity fraud. If you invent and then you're sending pictures of different skin toned, like this is Josh at a month. And then this is Josh at a year. And you're like, hey, he looks Asian now. What? This is not the first time Folsom had faked a pregnancy, though it is unclear what time off, if any, she received in the past. She had claimed to give birth in July 2020 as well. And in August 2021, just 3 months after the birth in question, she informed her employees that she was pregnant once again. Now, listen, this is where dumb comes in. You got to take she really wanted some more time off. I have to tell you, I'd go back to the well too. This is what's funny to me. They're just getting suspicious. She's had 2 kids, never showed them to anybody. And 3 months later, someone's like, if you're going fake kid, I agree that you got to go multiple. You can't just go one fake kid. I think you got to go multiple fake kids. I might go twins. I might. That seems fun and complicated. I'm going to make the story as weird as I can. Yeah, do you know what else I'm going to do? I'm for sure going to have a special needs kid that needs me to leave home and go home from work early. As long as I'm getting perks from my kids, let's get some perks. I have a kid with some medical issues who needs me to come home. And I also have a kid who needs me to take, when the company buys lunch or whatever, it needs me to take food home. Something, I need an office chair. I would figure out a reason why my sick kid needed an office chair. When the OIGs checked in with the Office of Vital Records to review the birth certificates of Folsom's children, they found no indication that Folsom had ever delivered a child. After lying to investigators about the existence of Brian and her children, Folsom resigned from her position in October 2021. She's now facing criminal charges and what about fraud from people who work for the state? Fuck you. 7 weeks of like not working but getting paid? That sounds like working in Congress. Do you know what I mean? It sounds like my senator. So fuck you. If she wanted to fake a baby and you people were dumb enough to fall for it, you're going to put her in jail because she sent an email signed Brian? Petty. You got. Eat it. Hey, Folsom, you run for office. I'm voting for you.